This week's programming assignment is a bitmap programming assignment using PNGs. One of the big changes for this week is the program is not due on Friday night. It's actually due on Sunday night. You can download the assignment. It's on Canvas and it's actually a PDF. It's based on a game I found on FunBrain a long time ago. It's a penguin drop game. If you wanted to play it, you can come over here and play the game. It has the left arrow key, the right arrow key, and the space bar. Notice how the cannon moves left and right. And it does level up, and more penguins come each time. And what happens, and I'm not going to shoot any right now, is eventually they crack the iceberg. Now this is the professional version. I don't expect all the animation in this. I am going to show you the version that students created. You can use different themes, and I'm going to show you the different themes that have been used. But that is what the game is based upon. You will see that I have sample code in here. You have to use a background image, a penguin firing image. You have to have some kind that represents the iceberg. You minimally have to have two classes. One, a snowball class. This is similar to the weapons class and the arrow class. You have to have a penguin class, penguin dropping class. And this is similar to the bad guy class and the ghost class. I give you information about for the weapon, the turret that was going back and forth. Well, that's based on angles, so I do give you how to calculate to get the trajectory correct to get that turret to go back and forth. Now, if you just plop this code in without understanding where it goes, it's not going to work, so I do give you some information. I talk about the collision detection you need. You need collision detection between the snowball and the penguins coming down. That is similar to the arrows and the ghost. And then you need collision detection between the penguins and the iceberg, which we have. That's more like bounding box testing. I gave you a pseudocode main that you can follow after. And I tell you all the, you must use C++, separate files, fully documented, make sure you put your name in it. I do ask that you actually name your folder with your name, because when I download it and you all have the same file name, I have to always rename all your folders. Let me show you samples of what has been done in the past. This is a game that one of the students created in the past. They copied the images from the actual game, but you notice that these images are not animated. They come down. Now, when they are shot, they give me a dead look. They actually give me an image of a dead bird. So it's not animating the image. It hits them, and then it gives me a dead looking penguin. When they collide with the iceberg, it does show different cracked versions of that. So they got the images from the game, they stripped them out of the game, it hits them, and then it just creates a dead looking penguin. So this student actually took the game and copied it almost exactly. This game, they use a Metroid theme. So it's still under the same game. They just changed the theme of it. Gave some instructions. They had a backstory, and then they used Instead of using the iceberg, they use this red box. And notice how every time the red box gets hit, it gets smaller. Notice it does level up. There's a mass amount of these bad guys coming at me. So as we level up, more of the bad guys come at me faster and faster. So instead of the iceberg red box, the more the red box comes at me, the red box gets skinnier and skinnier. Still the turret, the player has that turret and is shooting out something to the bad guy. So same gameplay, different theme, has a background, has a bad guy, has a player, and instead of an iceberg, it has this box around it. So you can actually still play the game with the same gameplay, but it has a different theme, and that is considered to be acceptable. This next one actually has background music, because you can add background music. I haven't gone over how to do it. And it is a Star Wars based theme. The Star Wars theme is, kid loves Star Wars. So you will notice that it has a turret on the bottom, left, right, and it will shoot at the, I don't know what they're called, spaceships. They come in, they change the look of it. They're not being animated. They shoot and they change the look, and they change the ship look. So when the ship is exploded, it doesn't hit the ship on the bottom and count against it. If the ship is not exploded and it hits the bottom, you'll see that the bottom will be on fire. So there you see the first hit. You'll see the second hit. You'll start to see that it actually goes on fire when it's hit. So after 5 hits, that means I lose the game. Same gameplay. Once again, different theme. Now this is under the old Allegro, so they don't have as many text options. So you notice the text is pretty minimal on these. So here, 3 different games, 3 different themes, but the gameplay is all the same. The turret is based on the angle. They have a background, they have a player, they have a bottom that has to show the impact of being hit. They have something that represents a snowball or the weapon, and they have the bad guy coming down. This is what your programming assignment is supposed to be based off of this week. It could be penguins, but it could be any other theme that you want to do.